Namaskar. Topic of the day is Pichavasti in this Panchkarma series. My name Dr. Sonika Nadda, and in today's class we are going to discuss ingredients of Pichavasti and its indications, and let's see how Pichavasti helps in ulcerative colitis and other Grihani Roga. So let's move toward the class. Pichavasti. Pichavasti is named as because of its Pichila Guna. Pichila Guna or Pichavasti is the expression of the gunas of its ingredients, because all the ingredients has a qualities in such a way they amalgam with each other and they create the beautiful effects, and which really helps in different kind of Grihani Rogas like ulcerative colitis, in irritable bowel syndrome, Raktazatisara. In these conditions, this Vasti is very commonly and widely practiced. Because of these ingredients, this Vasti is having ulcer healing effect, and it is having the Agni Dipaka and Sangrahi effect also by its content only. This Vasti is very widely practiced in Grihani Roga, like in ulcerative colitis, irritable bowel syndrome, Raktazatisara, or inflammation or mild inflammation in Grihani. According to Acharya Charak, Pichavasti indications is Pravahika, Gudabhramsha, Raktas Atisara and Jwara, Pittas Atisara, Shotha, Gulma, Jirna Atisara and Grihani Dosha. So these are the indications by Acharya Charak. You can note down Pravahika, Gudabhramsha, Raktazatisara, Jwara, Pittazatisara, Sotha, Gulma, Jirnatisara and Grihani. So these are the indications of Pichavasti according to Acharya Charak. Now let's see content of Pichavasti. These ingredients of these contents of Pichavastis are practiced practically also. So Makshikam 200 ml, Lavanam 15 gram. For Sneha, this is really very important. What kind of which Sneha we have to use in Pichavasti. So always remember Changeri Ghritam is very beneficial and is very effective. Changeri Ghritam is explained in Vaishajya Ratnavali Grihani Rogadhikara. So that has to be taken 100 ml, and Nalpamradi Keram, that is explained in Sahasra Yogam. Kalka of this Basti is, the best Kalka for this Basti is Yasti Madhu, 30 gram is taken, and Shalmali and Mustadi Kshirak Shayam should be taken 350 ml. So total quantity comes around 750 ml of this Basti. So procedure of this Basti will be the same as another like basic Niruha Vasti, which we have already discussed. This Pichavasti we have to introduce in three parts: Purva Karma, Pradhan Karma and Paschat Karma. In Purva Karma, this is as preparatory stage. We have to prepare all the Bastis, and we have to prepare patient also. Then in Pradhan Karma we have to introduce the Basti, and in Paschat Karma all the precautions has to explain patient related to his dietary changes or his lifestyle changes. Pichavasti can be given in the same pattern Yoga Kala Karma Basti for 8 days, 16 days, 13 days. It can be a practice in alternately day, like in one day you are giving Niruha Basti, another day you are giving Pichavasti, and that also you have to decide according to Roga and Rogi Bala, the strength of the patient and the strength of the disease. By that only you have to decide 8 days, 16 days or 30 days you have to introduce Basti. It's really very important to explain Pathya and Apatya, Ahara, Vihara before the treatment and after the treatment, and during the treatment patient has to follow. Otherwise a patient is not going to get that much benefit of the treatment. So let's see the probable mode of action of Purva Karma, why we do Purva Karma before every Basti, even though I have discussed this before also, but I wanted to put this slide here today. As Snehna Swedana prior to Basti do Anulomana of apana vayu, right? And Vasti become more effective. Snehana Swedna make patient's body and mind prepared to receive it. When when the patient's body and mind both become ready, then patient gets maximum and more result of the Basti, and the absorption, and it really helps in it really increase the absorption level of the active principles of the ingredients which is there in the Basti, and it really helps in vasodilation, increase blood and remove the toxins. Possible action of Pichavasti is it is Vranaropaka, it is Shotahara, that is anti-inflammatory and ulcer healing effect. Rakta Stambhaka, it acts as a Rakta Stambhaka. Sangrahi, Stambhana, that's how it helps in as a antidiarrheal. Pitta Shamaka and Agni Deepaka. These are the action by its content only. Let's see in little detail ingredients of Pichavasti. So see, we use Makshikam, we use Sandhvam, which is the same for all the Vastis, but here for Sneham we are using Nalpamradi Keram and we are using Changeri Ghritam. So Nalpamradi Keram, the reference is Sahasra Yogam. It is Tridosha Shamaka, but it is more, it acts as a Kapha Pitta balancing. Changeri Ghritam is explained in Bhaishajya Ratnavali, Grahani Rogadhikara. You can go open the book and see its detail. Some ingredients I have mentioned here. We are using Pipli, Mula, Chitraga, Gaja Pipli, Gokshura, Dhanyaka, Vilva, Patha, Dadhi and Sarpi. See, these all ingredients are Agni Deepaka in its nature, in its guna. So that's how it is increased. It acts as a Agni Deepaka. This Ghrita, Changeri Adi Ghrita, is advised in Grahani Vikara, Arsha Roga, Mutra Krichra, Pravahika and Anaha. Kalka of this Basti is Yasti Madhu. We all know the gunas of Yasti Madhu, right? It is Vata Pitta Shamaka, it acts as an anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, it has ulcer healing effect, it also acts as a rasayana, it helps in increasing the potency of other drugs and in general conditions also. The Yasti Madhu is a herb which gives you sense of balancing, it gives you sense of strength. So this is the best kalka we use in this Basti. The kwatha you have to prepare either Shalmali, Pushpa kwatha if it is available in your area, and if it is the season of if it's flowering that time, then you can use the fresh flower, you can make it kwatha or you can use it, or even or if it is not available, then you can use, even if it freshly available, you can make the kalka also of this flower, and you have to use the mustadi, you have to make mustadi, all the ganas of mustadi gana, and make kshirapaka and use it. This is really very good and very powerful plants, and all the parts of this plants is really very effective in this condition. This is in English, it is known as silk cotton tree, botanical name is Salmelia malbarica and Simal in Hindi. See, according to Acharya Charak, this Shalmali is explained in Vedana Sthapana Gana, Sonita Sthapana Gana, Purusha Virajniya Gana. What else you want to treat IBS or IBS or ulcerative colitis, right? We need something which reduce pain, we need something which reduce inflammation and which act as a stambhana. So this plant is having all the qualities. So that's why this is the best. This is the best plant. This is the best ingredients in the whole combination. I feel like that. Dhanvantari Nigantu and Kaideva Nigantu has explained thorn of the Shalmali. If you make paste with the milk, it is effective in acne. Mocha rasa is also one ingredient. We can use it. We can use that also in this Pichavasti. And mocha rasa is the gum of Shalmali. Flowers are the bitter and astringent in taste, ruksha and shita in guna, heavy for the digestion. They are kapha pitta shamka and arshajit param. And see, the soup of these flower with the ghee and sendwa is effective in the pradara disorders. And this is the one ingredient in Shalmali Ghrita and Chandan Aswam. So this is some insight about the Shalmali. You can keep it in your mind, because you know little detail about the ingredients, then you feel more, there is more clarity about the mode of action of the combination of the basti. Okay, so Mustadi Gana, you can see here, these are the ingredients of Mustadi Gana. You have to collect all the ingredients, make Shira Paka and use for this basti. But here if you see, there is a Bhallataka. So when you are collecting all the ingredients, be careful about Bhallataka. It should be Shuddh Bhallataka. Don't take impure or impure. Okay, that could be a problem. So when you want to take Bhallataka, it should be purified. So this was about the today's class about the Picha Basti, its ingredients, its mode of action, and its indications. So that's it about the today's class, and I hope you have learned something. So don't forget to like the video, and if you haven't subscribed it, subscribe it now. Write down in comment box what you have learned from the today's class. Minimum 3 takeaway you need to write it down there. Okay, so you can follow me on the Instagram and on the Facebook page, that is Healthful Ayurveda as a Panchkarma Stories, because in future I'm going to take live classes for the different topics on those pages, or maybe on the Instagram. So you can follow me there. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining, and thank you for listening. I really appreciate your attention. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye bye.